G'day YouTube, BZ here, Neon Doom, back in the Neon Doom room. Yep, it is that time of the week again. It's only one day, it's the most odd day of the week to do anything on. But yes, today is another episode of Toy Doom Tuesday. Welcome to another episode of Toy Doom Tuesday. I believe it's episode 12, I'll double check that. You'll probably see it on the title for this video. But today we're going through another box out of that shelf. It's a box I've actually been pretty excited to open. So let's go ahead and get it over here. I'm not going to show you the address, it's on the other side. But here we go, we've got a box here. Let's open it up and see what's inside. I'll give you a hint. It might have something to do with someone who likes to either bring someone in warm or bring them in cold. Let's have a look. Okay, it's been opened up now. Fold that over so we don't see the address. Okay, let's have a look what we've got inside. We're actually going to open it as well. It's going to be an opener. We'll keep the knife handy, the blunt knife. I really do need to sharpen it. What is in the box? I wonder what it could be. Oh yes, I remember. It is the, I think it's about 12 inch. Roughly, I would say, yeah, probably 12 inch Mandalorian. It's the Galactic Action Mandalorian. You can tell if you look online that the Galactic Action title to these figurines. There are a few different ones. There's Obi-Wan Kenobi, there's a Darth Vader. I don't know how many exactly there are, but I wanted to get this one. I actually wanted this one for a long time. I got it, got sent to me. It's been on the shelf waiting to look at it, and we're going to open it. I know, I'm an inbox collector, and I do like the packaging. It's pretty cool. I like a bubble. Alright, this has got no bubble, so it's going to get dusty on the shelf anyway. I might as well take it out of the box. Let's have a look at it. It comes with Grogu in the little pouch. It's actually packed reasonably well. Here we go. And it comes with voice and sounds coming from the middle button. We'll have a look at that in a minute. There's the side of the package. Back of the package, it's a Hasbro toy. Hasbro doesn't always do good toys, but this one's quite cool. And there is the bottom of the box. Is there anything there? Plastic free packaging, yeah, because they were going plastic free for a while. There is the barcode, if anybody wants the barcode. Really need this to focus. Are you going to focus? You don't want to focus. There's a barcode there if it wants to focus. You can scan that to try and find it somewhere. It looks pretty securely packaged. Pity about the no bubble scenario. It looks cool. It looks very cool. Very basic, I believe. I don't think this is a premium figure. There'll be a few reasons why. We'll get into that in a second. But let's take it out of its package because I've been into it. And there is a hang tab as well. Pity, because I do like the packaging. If I had a bubble on it, I probably would have kept it in its packaging because I like that. I like the logos and all that, like it's on the shelf. Oh, you can see it's got a jetpack. Anyway, let's get on to it. Let's unpackage it. Dropping everything everywhere. Cool. So the package, nothing too special about that. Let's look at our figurines. Okay, so we got the Mandalorian and Grogu inside his pouch. We have a nice cloth cape. I don't think it's premium cloth. It is a little bit dirty on the back too. I don't know why it's dirty on the back. And he's got his hole in the back for putting his jetpack on. So it's pretty cool. He's nice and big too, if you can see him standing in my hand. It's big. I've got so much junk in the background you can't tell. You got his jetpack. Now it is hollowed, so it's been injection molded maybe. It's got a little tab that goes in the back, and it's got his blaster, his classic blaster. Alright, so let's have a look. We've got a blaster holster on the side here. Let's put that in there. You can actually put it in his hand as well, but let's put it in the holster for now. Have to move his arm back. Sits in there nice and snug. His hand does look quite weird. We'll get to the jetpack in a second. you've got limited movement, so you've got no movement on the legs. It's very shiny, which I'm not a fan of. They could have made this matte. Hasbro, you can make these matte. You don't even have to give them a lot of movement. I don't mind the statue's style. His head does, I thought it did move. It's a bit stiff. It has a bit of a ball on it, so there is a bit of movement you can give to him. You can make him look quizzical. You can tilt his head forward or back to a certain degree. There is not a ton of movement, and it is hollowed out underneath. You've got Grogu here. Now you do have a button. Let's get to the button. He's got a trigger finger, so that hand's going to look kind of weird doing anything else but holding the gun. This arm does not move. There's no elbow movement, there's no knee movement, there's no rockers or anything like that. And you do have the classic Hasbro unashamedly putting the screw holes on the back. No trying to hide those. Underneath the cape, it's all molded. This whole pouch is molded in. His arm is stuck in place. I don't mind that for this one because of the way it looks. It's a statue predominantly, so you can have him just standing there looking like that, looking a bit derpy with his hand ready to take the trigger, or you can put the gun in his hand. Now Grogu does come out of there, but that changes the sounds. So let's press this button here in the center of his armor.
Wherever I go, he goes.
Okay, does it go? It's a bit random. Okay, so now Grogu is in his pouch, but he's removable. He's got his classic Grogu using the Force hand, as you can see, and another hand here. Now if you take this out, there is a button under here. From what I can tell, you take him out. Oh no, wait a minute, you've got to unscrew him. I haven't done that yet. Forgot you got to do that. Alright, screws fall on the floor, which is just fantastic. Now I forgot to mention that there is a guide that comes with this. It doesn't say a whole lot in there. Yeah, he's just randomly talking to me now. Tells you how to fit the jetpack and all that, but I mean, it's all very obvious stuff. I'll show it, shows you how to fit the jetpack. I'm just going to keep it. I keep all the paperwork and things like that. Screws fall on the floor. I thought I saw it. There it is. Let's move to the side. Now Grogu can come out. Now it changes. It does change the verbals. See? So now that Grogu's out, these change. Got your blaster sounds. Yeah, you're a Mandalorian. Time's up. Yeah, not many, but it does change. There's a little button in here. Right in here, there's a button. So when you slide him in. So now I've taken the screw out of the bottom here. I can place him back in. It's got a little slot there. But I can jiggle him. I've seen other people do this. Move him in and out. Now, Grogu doesn't have much articulation. He's got his head, goes side to side, and I think his arms are locked into place. Yes, his arms are locked in place. But hey, it's a pretty good figurine. I actually think... Time's up, buddy. It's a better figurine than most. Yeah, he does have those derpy molded feet. But the face looks really good. I don't think there's any rocker movement on that. It's just side to side. But it's a nice looking figurine. Better than some I've seen. But yeah, fits nicely in here. Go. Slot him in. And he looks good. He looks good sitting inside of his little pouch there. Now let's put the gun in his hand, because you can see it's in his holster, and it sits nicely in his holster. A little bit of bend in it. I'm not a fan of the plastics they use where there's a bit of bend in them. Let's put it in his hand. Okay, it's in there. Okay, looks pretty good. So you can have him holding Grogu and pointing his blaster, or you can have it tilted and maybe have it just down to this side. I don't like having statues having the blaster just straight. If he's gonna stand there, I'm gonna tilt it a little bit It looks like he's relaxing his wrist a little bit when he's holding Grogu. Now the other thing is there is a backpack jetpack area. Now the cape is in the way, so let's move that out of the way. I believe it just slots straight in. See the hole in the back there? And that's got the tab. That tab will go straight into the hole.
Time's up, kid.
Oh.
We gotta get out of here.
Does that push a button as well? Let's take this out. I don't think it pushes the button. I must have bumped something. There is a battery compartment here as well. Move that to the side. Grogu. So the thing with the jetpack is that once you put the jetpack on, it does look good, but you can't put the cape over the top of it because that would look super derpy. So you're going to have to get the cape and you're going to have to put it to his offside. I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you would do this. You tuck it slightly under, I would assume, a little bit. So there we go. So you just lift it out a bit and then slide it and push it back in again. And he looks okay with his cape to one side because that's how he wears it when he's got a jetpack on. And his jetpack looks good from one side at least, but if you hold it on an angle you can see that it is injection molded, whatever that molding is, where it's just on one side. Jetpack's reasonably good looking. His armor is reasonably good looking. I like that he's got his insignia, the mud horn on there. It's very basic, but look, once again you can tilt his head to the side. You can make him consider your options kind of look, or you can have him looking away. It's kind of dramatic. It's just a statue. It's a glorified statue. A little bit of movement in the arms, but honestly I think they retail for about 50 bucks. I got this less than that on eBay, considerably less than that. But yes, look, I'm quite happy with it. It's a statue. It's the reason why I wanted to take it out of the box is because there is no bubble, and I wanted the statue that wasn't a $400, you know, sideshow or something like that. Statue, so I'm pretty happy with that. I've been wanting one of these guys. I think he looks good. I'll leave his jetpack on. Got his little button there. I might take the batteries out of it though, depending on how I feel. What do I want to pose him like? Do I pose him looking off in the same way as I'll make him posing looking the same way as Grogu. Grogu's looking that way, let's make him look that way. What do you think? Now looks alright. I've twisted his wrist a little bit so he's holding his blaster from the side so you can sort of see the blaster. I think it looks quite good for a stiff statue that doesn't really do anything. I think it looks really good. Alright, we're going to put him up on the shelf, but anyway, that's my Galactic Action Mandalorian with Grogu, and honestly I'm really happy with it. I'm not into gimmicks, the sounds and stuff, that's fine, except I'm going to have to take the batteries out so they don't mess up the inside eventually. But I think he's pretty cool and he's going to look good on the shelf. So yep, cool, that's it guys. It's just a quick one just to let you know that I've got this guy, and I think he's pretty cool. And it's a pity he doesn't have ball movement, but honestly for a statue, and also considering it's from Hasbro, sorry Hasbro, but unless you're making, you know, more upscale figurines, your figurines, the quality is quite poor. The gloss on this stuff is pretty crazy. You can see the gleam. It shouldn't look this glossy. The best guy, yes. The helmet, all that stuff, yes, glossy is fine, but the legs shouldn't be glossy. You can be a bit more matte than that. Figure it out, Hasbro. Figure it out. I love your work, but like this guy shouldn't be that glossy. But for what he's worth, he's pretty cool. He'll sit on my shelf, he'll look cool, and we'll leave it at that. Alright guys, once again, thank you so much for all your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There is a bell up here. The bell will indicate that there's really a bell down there. You don't press that button up here. It doesn't do anything. There's a bell down there. Subscribe. If you can subscribe, it helps. Every subscription, every little like helps my channel grow. I'm a small channel, hoping to get bigger eventually. So I appreciate all of the comments and the effort you guys have put in so far. So thank you so much guys. There will be more videos to come. Stay tuned for another Toy Doom Tuesday every week. It varies in time during the day. But thank you again. It's BZ here, Neon Doom, in the Neon Doom room. Neon Doom out. See you next time.
Time's up, kid. We gotta get out of here.
We do. Listen to the Mandalorian.
Time's up.